Welcome to the Everything Podcast. This episode, I'll be discussing the announcement of the Fifth Doctor Adventures Helter Skelter, which releases in March. No, it doesn't. In April 2026. I'm recording this episode on the 12th of February 2026, and this announcement was made on the 9th of February 2026. So only a couple of days since it was announced, which is quite good going for me. Normally it's a couple of nearly a week. So let's get on with the press release, which is titled A Rough Ride for the Fifth Doctor. It continues: Peter Davison, Janet Fielding and Mark Strickson star in the Fifth Doctor Adventures Helter Skelter, a box set of full cast audio adventures due for release April 2026. We then have the cover for Helter Skelter, which will probably be the thumbnail. So obviously if you watch the episode you'll see it. The Fifth Doctor, played by Peter Davison, is joined by his companions Tegan Javanka, played by Janet Fielding, and Vizsla Turlough, played by Mark Strickson. For 3 brand new trips in time and space, they'll discover that having a wish come true can bring deadly consequences. The audio drama box set, The Fifth Doctor Adventures Helter Skelter, stars the original cast from the 1980s era of Doctor Who. It begins with a visit to the 1950s, where an English village has become the target of the Astri, powerful aliens with the ability to grant wishes. Then Tegan gets trapped in a time loop in an amusement park deep in space before the time travellers return to Earth to find it changed into a much darker place. What has caused this dystopian descent? The 3 adventures featuring the fabulous Fifth Doctor are Field of Miracles, written by Lauren Mooney and Stuart Pringle, who have written the recently released Night Doctor and Rose story, Cloud 8. Here's the synopsis for Field of Miracles. The Doctor, Tegan and Turlough arrive in the quaint village of Hetherington in 1951, but something strange is happening. In an England of post-war austerity, Hetherington is thriving. The shops are full of produce and everyone seems to have everything they've ever wanted, even if what they've wanted is the dead to return to them. The Doctor and his friends must stop the creeping invasion of the Astri, wish-granting crystalline organisms of awesome destructive power before they extract a terrible price from the villagers. We then have the title story, Helter Skelter, written by James Moran, who is another well-known Big Finish writer. He's written on The Death and Life of River Song most recently, and loads of others. Let's actually have a look what else he's been in, maybe something a bit more recent. Oh, he wrote, as I said, The Death and Life of River Song, the Ace and Tegan set. Obviously Tegan's in Helter Skelter as well as Time War, Uncharted 2, Pursuit as well as some Ninth Doctor, Torchwood, Time War. Yeah, so he's not written as much as I thought he had. So this will be his 9th box set that he's written for, so I thought he'd done more than that, but anyway. Here's the synopsis for the title story, Helter Skelter. When a bioengineered planet and amusement park undergoes a critical malfunction, the entire planet tears itself apart, and the Doctor, Tegan and Turlough are thrown back to their arrival, trapped in a repeating time loop. But for some reason, only Tegan can see the loop, not the Doctor. It has been hidden from him somehow. So why can Tegan see it, and how is she going to fix it? Then the 3rd and final story in this box set is titled Land of Fools, also written by Lauren Mooney and Stuart Pringle. So I do wonder if the 1st and 3rd stories are connected in some way. Here's the synopsis for that story. The TARDIS arrives in London 1980, but something has gone wrong with the timeline. The city is a quasi-police state overseen by a mysterious new company, Lucos, which promises miraculous gifts to its followers. As Tegan takes off to reconnect with an old friend, the Doctor teams up with young activist Stan. Turlough is pulled into the heart of Lucos by the shadowy M, where they discover an old enemy at work beneath the city. I should mention, speaking about Turlough, that April 2026 is the month of Turlough, because obviously we've got the Fifth Doctor Adventures Helter Skelter, as well as the Sixth Doctor Adventures Expulsion. So it is going to be interesting if that's been done on purpose, because I don't think I think the Sixth Doctor one has been pulled forward, so I do wonder if there's a reason for that. The box set's guest cast, the press release continues, not just me talking about Big Finish coincidences. Includes Jack Barton, who you might know from Heartstopper, which I have talked about previously on the channel. Matthew Cottle, who you might know from The Windsors. And Heba Medina, who you might know from Virgil, plus further names to be announced. Producer Sonny McGann, and if that name sounds familiar, he plays Alex in the Time War Uncharted series, featuring the 8th Doctor, said, Turlo, Tegan and the Doctor are back. We're returning to Earth, where a new threat has emerged, wielding immense psionic power. And in England, suffering from post-war austerity, one village appears to have everything they've ever wanted. Some will pay a price to see a wish fulfilled, a choice which may ripple through time. Meanwhile, when a visit to an amusement park on a bioengineered planet traps the Doctor and his friends in a time loop, one of our companions will have to step up to prevent the planet from tearing itself apart. 3 new stories full of wit, emotion and good technobabble, according to Peter Davison. The Helter Skelter is not the only 5th Doctor Adventures box set we're getting this year, because we've also got a second set which will release in September 2026. So yes, there's that, and that's it for the announcements. Let me know what you thought of the announcement of the 5th Doctor Adventures Helter Skelter, and also let me know if you're planning to listen to it when it is released in April 2026. But without further ado, I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.